Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another Legends video, and here today we're gonna be, doing sort of a discussion video on this post right here. Not specifically this post, but in general, we're just gonna be discussing who I think is going to be the next Ultra character. Now, real quick, just talking about this post. Shout out to Legends underscore Reddit, right? I'm only talking about this post because it makes sense to me, right? I don't think this is real because, like, where did you get this from, right? I don't think it was data mined. They literally told us that ultras are gonna be coming out in not in waves, but like they're gonna be coming out like distantly, right? Like, we just got Goku. We won't be seeing the next one until like a couple of months, maybe after the anniversary, right? During the summer, I think, is when we'll see the next Ultra character. And they also said that soon they're gonna become summonable, right? Which it just took me back to Dokkan, except like there's one just difference, right? So we can pretty much compare this Goku exactly to this LR Goku, right? Who was actually the very first free to play LR, the very first LR, right? The very first in the game of its kind. And yeah, it was a Goku. You got it from the Prime Battle event, and this Goku you also get from an event, right? Which is extremely hard. Even back in the day, right? This event was extremely atrocious for people to get done. It was actually a nightmare, but nowadays it's easier with more free to play units. He even got an easy A. So, it's like, eventually this Goku's gonna get a Zenkai, right? So it's all like falling in place with Dokkan, right? Which is why I have the Dokkan wiki up, right? Looking at Gohan, right? Gohan was the very first summonable LR, right? I'm pretty sure he came out a couple months after the second year anniversary. I'm pretty sure he came out during this second year anniversary. I was never playing. I started playing right before the. Actually, I started playing right after the second year anniversary. Not second. After the. It was a weird time when I started playing. I think I started playing for real once UI Sign Goku came out, right? And I'm talking about global wise, but that's not the point. Gohan was the very first summonable LR, right? So I think this is like, I don't think he'll be next because I think Ultra characters will be free for like maybe the first three, so you can like have a whole team full of free Ultras, right? I think they're gonna allow you to do that. I don't know if Gohan will be next. It's just like the EX Super Warriors and just like the Captain Ginyu or the Ginyu Force, right? The EXs, they started off summonable and then they became like, they started off free, right? You got them from an event, you got to farm them, and then after that you were able to summon them, right? Like, you weren't like really required to summon them, you just got them as you went along, right? So I don't think I think Gohan will be the first summonable. I think it's gonna be exactly this Gohan though, like the one you got. He has the intro, he has the line across his face, and he goes straight to Super Saiyan 2. I don't really know what they're gonna do with him, considering we already literally have LF Gohan, right? But they could make his animations look way better. They could make his what do you call it? His sprite, right? His sprite is gonna look way better than it is now, right? So just like the Super Saiyan Goku. So they're gonna update his animations and all that, right? So if they want to give him another full Kamehameha, I'm here for it. But I don't really recommend it, considering a lot of people have LF Gohan already, so they already see the animation so many times. Granted, the animation's kind of mid nowadays compared to all the LFs that we have recently, but again, that's not the point. Looking at Frieza, right? So Frieza was the very next free-to-play LR who you also could get from a Prime Battle, right? This is who I probably think is going to be the next LR, right? And it makes sense to follow up Goku, right? Literally, it makes sense. Dokkan did it, they followed up with Frieza. Legends is doing Super Saiyan Goku, literally, and now they could follow up with Frieza. Now, this moment specifically is kind of weird because, it could be a Frieza with Zarbon and Dodoria assist, right, in his like ult or something, right? It could be something creative, but I don't, because we already have the first one Frieza that killed Bardock, right? So I don't know if that would make sense to do, but I mean, I don't know. They could. This is the Planet Namek Frieza, right? That's what you have to keep in mind. This is the Frieza from the Planet Namek saga, not from the original anime series, right? The one with the Bardock, right? So they can make it a Pod Frieza as well, right? A good Pod Frieza, because we have the blue one, right? But they can make it a Pod Frieza just like this, and then it could be a Zarbon and Dodoria assist, right? And then he could also be free with an event and all that, right? I think Gohan should be the first summonable one. It's just, I don't know. It would make too much sense to follow in line with Dokkan. Again, obviously these are two separate games. It's not. I'm not saying guaranteed they're gonna follow the footsteps. Granted, he could be next, right? I'm not saying it's for sure should be Frieza, keep in mind that Gohan could be the next Ultra character. I'm just saying it would make sense if he's the first summonable one, just to follow in the tracks of Dokkan. And actually, I'd like to see a very good Pod Frieza, right? Plus, I know Lineage of Evil mains are probably going crazy right now, right? Because if they're looking at exactly what Dokkan did, then they're really looking forward to another Frieza, right? And granted, you could give us Zarbon and Dodoria assist along with him, right? It would be really, really cool. I think that would be ultra worthy. Just make his animation spotty, right? Just make it good, do your thing, kill it like you did with Goku, and then release it, right? So again, it could be between Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? Like, he has a special intro. He goes from 1 to 2, right? He has the little line across the screen, and then he transforms all that, right? You know the moment, right? He goes Super Saiyan 2, and then he's just like the Goku. Or we could get a Frieza, right? Now, obviously, again, it could be anyone, because I'm literally saying that, they're probably gonna follow the footsteps of Dokkan, and that's not the case. They could literally just do their own thing and release a random one, right? One that we don't even know that's coming. But it would make sense if a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Frieza is next. I think one of these two definitely has a higher chance, right? Considering they started off with Super Saiyan Goku. Granted, they did start off with like probably the most iconic moment in the series, right? So you can't really say they're following Dokkan, but granted, it depends on who's the next Ultra. We'll see if they're gonna follow suit with Dokkan's footsteps. But it'll be really cool. I wouldn't mind Frieza or Gohan. I mean, I would want Gohan more because I can run a better Sun Family team more than I can run a good Lineage of Evil team. But again, I would not mind. We already have the broken LF Gohan. We don't really need another one at the moment, right? Maybe until maybe like a year from now, right? Then we can probably get it, because again, they did say the first couple, right? I'm thinking the first 3 at most, because of how like far they're gonna release each Ultra. I think the first 3 will be free, so you can run a triple Ultra team, which again, it would make sense for it to be Gohan, because if you're gonna run a triple Ultra team, right? Obviously they need to have synergy. You're not gonna run a Super Saiyan Goku and a Frieza on the same team, right? So it's probably gonna be a Gohan, so you can run Goku, Gohan, and then maybe it could be a Goten, maybe it could be a Vegeta, maybe it could be a Trunks, right? The next one after. But again, I think that Gohan and Frieza have the most likely chance of being next if they follow suit with what Dokkan did. Not saying that they are, not guaranteeing anything. Just, this is a pure speculation video, because this is actually, I mean, granted, if we have to start stacking on our rare medals. They have to start giving us way more, because this is going to be a ridiculous grind. But thank God they're not going to release them like every month or something. It's going to be a good enough space in between to, I guess, get our resources back and all that. But yeah, pretty much that's it. Let me know what you guys think is next. Let me know who you guys think is next, I should say. I think it's going to be Gohan or Frieza. More leaning towards Frieza, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Gohan, right? They did really, really good with this Goku. I cannot wait for the next Ultra Rarity character, and it's beautiful, beautiful animations. Again, looking at this, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't obviously think this is real, right? Unless, you show me where you got it from or all that. But yeah, once again, shout out to Legends_Reddit. This is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.